The Battle of Emberfell. The skies over Emberfell were painted with streaks of crimson and gold as the sun dipped below the horizon, casting the ancient city in a glow that seemed to ignite the air itself. It was a foreboding sight, for the people of Emberfell knew that this evening would not be like any other. Tonight, they would face a threat older than their history, an enemy whose name had been whispered in fear for centuries. The dragons were coming. In the great hall of Emberfell's citadel, King Tharion paced anxiously, his mind burdened by the weight of his kingdom's fate. His people had lived in relative peace for decades, but the peace had been fragile, and now it was shattered. The dragons, led by their fierce and cunning queen, Ignara, had rallied their forces and marched toward Emberfell. The dragons' motivations were unclear. Some spoke of a long-held grudge, others of a dark prophecy that foretold their return. But the truth mattered little now. The dragons were coming, and Emberfell had no choice but to prepare for war. Tharion's thoughts were interrupted by a knock at the door. His trusted general, Kaelin, entered the room, his face grim. "Sire, the scouts report that the dragons are within a day's flight," Kaelin said. "We've no time to waste. The army is ready, but we'll need more. The dragonkin are too powerful. This will be no ordinary battle." Tharion nodded, his brow furrowed. "I know. We've trained our soldiers well, but against dragons—" "There is a way," Kaelin interrupted. "It's a risk, but there is an ancient weapon that might turn the tide. The Forge of Eloria. It was said to be forged by the gods themselves, capable of slaying even the mightiest of dragons." "The Forge of Eloria," Tharion repeated, his mind racing. "But it has been lost for centuries. No one knows where it is." "We have a clue," Kaelin said. "The old seer, Neria, spoke of it before she passed. She gave us a map, one that leads to the forge. If we can find it, we might stand a chance." Tharion looked out the window at the distant mountains, where the dragons were said to reside. Time was running out, but Kaelin's words offered a glimmer of hope. He made his decision. "Prepare the horses. We leave at once." The journey was perilous. The mountains were treacherous, and the map they followed was more cryptic than they had hoped. Yet, through thick forests and over jagged cliffs, Tharion and Kaelin pressed on. As they neared the heart of the mountains, a sense of unease settled over them. The air was thick with tension, as if the very land itself was holding its breath. And then, on the third day of their journey, they found it. A cavern hidden deep within the mountains, its entrance guarded by stone statues of ancient warriors. The Forge of Eloria lay within, its heat radiating even before they entered. Tharion's heart raced as they approached the entrance. This was it, the weapon that could save Emberfell or destroy them all.